I mentioned the 5-star. You're familiar with that concept of 5-star of UBN? Right. Did you ever at any time receive a 5-star tattoo on your body? Yeah. Where is that, sir? Can you stand up and show that? And describe where it is on your body. Here. Turn to the jurors and tell them. Point out to them, but also say what part of your arm it's on. It's on my right arm. I got 5 stars right here, and I got general right here. You got what? General. All right, you can have a seat. All right. So 5 stars and the word general. What does the 5 stars mean to you with the word general? What does that mean? The 5 stars is just, a position that I had taken, that was granted to me because of the work I had been putting in on the yard. So, and I became a general. So that put me over the 4-star, the 3-star, the 2, and the 1 that was on our yard. Now, were you able to just do this on your own, meaning move up through the ranks? Or did you have to get that from someone? I had to get that approved. And at that time, who approved for you to move up through the ranks of the 9 Trey gangsters? A guy named Trey and Garland Tyree, a.k.a. SI. And what did you know about the rank structure of the UBN at that time? I knew from me being the 5th floor, it's a possibility if I keep putting in work, I will move up to a low 20 who is higher than me, or a higher 20. And who? You said the word or the name SI. Yeah. You called him Garland Tyree as well. What did you know about him, sir? I know he was the godfather, the GF of the whole 9 Trey, the whole UBN, him and Magoo. And you said the name Magoo. How did you learn of the name Magoo? Through history and literature, and through other 9 Trey members when I first joined. And at some point in time, did you receive a higher rank? Yes, sir. And what was it, and when was it? I came home October the 30th, 2008, and I moved up from being a 5-star general to a low 20. And we'll pause you there. If I use the phrase, worldwide lineup, right? What does that mean to you? That means everybody that's on the worldwide, that's locked up, incarcerated behind the G-wall. And when you say the word G-wall, what does that mean? G-wall means incarcerated, locked up in. So keep going. Yeah, G-wall mean locked up, incarcerated, everybody that's not on the street. So not on the street, not able to, what we call free, right? Exactly. And did you receive any other tattoos while you were in prison prior to getting out in 2008? No, sir, just the old ones, not gang related. Now, prior to getting out in 2008, had you ever met SI? Yes, sir. How did you meet him? I met him when he first came out. I was one of the first ones to meet him. I was talking about while you were in prison. Did you ever meet him? While I was in prison, no. They had him in SHU. He was in Oakdale and I was in Beckley FCI. He was in one prison and you were at another? Yeah. And you mentioned the name Magoo. Did you know where Magoo was at that time? Yeah, Magoo was incarcerated in Windy, upstate New York somewhere. How did you learn that? Through other 9 Trey members. And if I say kites, do you know what a kite is, or a letter, or anything along those lines? Kite? Kite. K-I-T-E. Oh, kite, yeah. That's a letter. We say I-95, or say kite. All it is a written letter. And so you're unable to see SI or Magoo. Right. How would you communicate with those 2 individuals? Through kites. And had you at the time learned the name Frank White? Yeah, Frank White. How did you know about Frank White? I know he was on a worldwide lineup behind the G-wall, incarcerated. Do you know where he was incarcerated? No, sir. If I said the name Uno B, do you know Uno B? Yeah. Who was Uno B? Uno B, he was on a worldwide lineup too, also. He behind the G-wall, he was locked up. Let's get it out. Have you ever met Magoo in your life? Nah, never. Have you ever met Frank White in your life? Never. And out of the other name I mentioned, SI, had you met SI eventually? Yeah, met SI. What did you envision, or did you receive Magoo to be while you were in prison? And then you eventually got out. What did you know him to be? He was the godfather to UBN. So if you say the word godfather, what does that mean to you as a member of the Nine Trey gangsters? That's our leader. That's our world. That's our everything. He is the UBN. He's Inferno. You said he's what? He's Inferno. That's his nickname. Inferno? Yeah. And if Inferno or Magoo has a request, what do you perceive in terms of doing or not doing that request? You have to fulfill it. And if you don't fulfill the takeout order or whatever the request is, it's a problem. When I say Magoo wants you to pay dues to the UBN, what does that mean to you? Pay dues. What if you don't? If you don't, you could be green-lighted. And when you say green-lighted as a member of the Nine Trey gangsters, what does that mean? Green-lighted means like you're on the menu. When I say you're on the menu, it's a takeout order over your head or somebody got to put in work on you. And when I say put in work, that means commit a violent act against you. We'll get into that further. Okay. So when you got out in 2008, you had the rank of what? When you walked out. Now you're out of prison. What is your rank at that time? A low 20. And how did you get to be a low 20? It was a guy by the name of Newt, and I fell up under his lineup. He's from Brooklyn, and he was a high 20 under Magoo at the time. And I got in his line and gave me the low 20 position, and SI told me to walk with him. So you use the term lineup. What does that mean? Lineup mean like you have a high 20 who is over everybody. Then you have a low 20 who's under the high, who supports the high. You had a 5, 4, the 3, 2, and the 1-star generals that reports to the low. Structure. Is that something you made up? No, that's only SI Magoo's structure. Now you talked about receiving tattoos while you were in prison. Did you also then subsequently receive more tattoos when you were out? Yeah. I got a low 20 when I came home, and I actually got the stamp under Newt. All right, it's on your arm. Permission of the court to stand up and show the jurors what you're talking about. Low 20. And that's on your right arm? Yes, sir. Why did you get that tattoo, sir? To let people know the position I had. And what did you do to become a low 20? I just breathed more and I took care of the hood, Nine Trey. What does breeding more? Putting people down, jumping people in, up and down the East Coast. And jumping people in, does that mean becoming a gang member with Nine Trey? Yes, sir. And you said the East Coast. What do you mean by the East Coast? New York, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, and Florida. I breed in all those states. And then eventually you became a higher rank? Yeah, I became a high 20. What does that mean? That means I oversee everybody that's under me that comes from the low. The 5, the 4, the 3, 2, 1. I higher rank over all of them. My answers, 2 answers, my 2 GFs only answer to SI and Magoo. And just while I covered the tattoos, did you also get a tattoo on your forearms? Yes. That has the word CK? Yes, sir. Where are those, sir? Right here. Stand up, please. You're showing your right and left forearms. Indicate on your right arm what's there, sir. Rider. That's your left arm. Show the right arm. My right arm is CK. Then show the left one. Left one says rider. And what does that mean, sir? You can have a seat. My right on Crips, on sight. What does that mean? That mean I commit a violent act, whether fight, shoot, stab, whatever the case may be against Crip members. Why? Why have tattoo and have that belief against Crip members? Sir? Why have that belief or that tattoo? Why is that? That's how I was born into it when I was jumped in. It's part of our culture. And when you were testifying about your high 20, did you also get a high 20 tattoo? No, sir. Never got a tattoo of that? And while I'm also talking about tattoos, if you have the Bulls tattoo, what does that mean? This is the Bulls. You're showing your left arm? Yeah, it stands for Bloods, United Live Longer, Stronger, or even Smarter. And when did you get that? Just for a reference. I got that behind G-Wall, incarcerated. Now, you said you got out. You received the rank of High Old 20. Yes, sir. How did you become a High Old 20? What? What did you do to become that rank? By the same thing, putting in work, taking care of UBN, helping brothers out, making sure everybody is on their toes, paying dues up and down the East Coast. So when you say put in work, now you're outside the G-Wall? Yeah. How does one put in work as a Nine Trey gangsters to move up within the ranks? Give us examples. When I say putting in work, I mean getting the job done. If something needed to be taken care of, if somebody is green lighted, then I have to take care of it. If somebody is not paying dues out of town, then I have to take care of, etc.